What's going on? What's going on? Brutus here, bringing you the last OneHive war recap versus Above and Beyond that took place over the weekend. A couple of things to say right away. I did get a new mic, so hopefully this audio is a lot better moving forward. So far, the testing has been pretty well. So I'm looking forward to some better videos, content moving forward. We're utilizing this. With that said, 114 to 110. The war was a lot closer than what this suggests. So respect out to Above and Beyond. Fantastic war. Great showing by you guys. I hope to do it again in the future. Some other things, notables to get out of the way. Shout out to Gianni on OneHive side. He and the base building team was basically heavy part of a lot of failed dips by Above and Beyond, as well as robbed scouts, because Town Hall 9s needed to be hit sometimes more than 3 times in order to get cleared. So that was directly part of the base building team of OneHive. So respect out to Gianni, was a big part of that, and the base building team, Crazy Movin', Sean, Master Fung, and if I missed somebody, I'm really sorry. With that, also last notable is Pero. Shout out to him. Was a huge part in coordinating Town Hall 10 attacks towards the end of war, knowing where percentages where it needed to be and things like that, and who needed to be hit and why. So a collective team effort pulls down the win. Let's get down right into it. I got a baby down in the background. Here it is. 34 3-stars out of 40 bases. Only the top, I believe only the Town Hall 11s up top were left uncleared. The 4 of them. And on the right-hand side, they have 33 stars for Above and Beyond, thus the difference maker being 4 stars. And yeah, they did really well. So war events, they had a valiant effort towards the end here. I mean, they definitely could have pulled down the win themselves, but it just wasn't enough. And the great showing on OneHive side, Town Hall 11s, they were perfect for dips. And before you scoff or roll your eyes at that comment, Town Hall 11 dips on 10 are never a guarantee. And what I mean by that is, look, we have no disrespect to Ernesto, but I'm just proving my point. This was a dip fail, and there was a few of them on from Above and Beyond. So it's not saying that it's a gimme. Nothing is easy. So respect out really is what I'm trying to say to the Town Hall 11s dipping down being perfect. On the left-hand side, we have Above and Beyond, respectable. Doubling Town Hall 10s hitting up to doubling all the Town Hall 11s. They left 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Town Hall 10s uncleared, and then all the 9s were cleared. I believe the setup was 4 Town Hall 11s. I want to say 9 Town Hall 10s and 2 9.5s. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments. OneHive side, we doubled all the Town Hall 11s. And we 3-starred all the Town Hall 10s except 2. So I stand corrected. It wasn't, it was 34 3-stars. 2 left, Town Hall 10s left uncleared, and all the 9s were cleared. All right, so for the sake of time, with all those formalities out of the way, let's go ahead and start the replays. I only have 1 Town Hall, we might as well start with him. I only have 1 Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 3-star to share. Yeah, I think it was this guy. I'm going to pause right here. This guy right here, this base was hit 7 times. And it was 99% twice. On the second hit and then the last hit here. So respect to Above and Beyond base building team and this base right here, because it eluded and robbed a lot of attacks. So with, however, there was only 1 10v10. And I believe that is not Sean. Is IUJImmy here. So we'll start with that. It is obviously a cleanup. But is the he's going to go in with a boner attack, bowler and miner. God, I had to redo this video, so I'm not familiar with the notes on this. I don't recall where he starts. We're just going to take a look at this. Oh, there it is at the top. So he starts the funnel on the top right here. Baby dragon down. No healer, so there's no walk. He's going to create part of the funnel for his bowlers rather than the AQ walk. Go to ×2, it takes time to set up. There goes down the golem to start. Baby dragon did the job. Few minions on the bottom side, we go to ×1. Few minions on the bottom side, creating that funnel specifically for his bowlers. And then the angle that he sets them in here, no doubt that they'll go in to support the kill squad. Excuse me. Out comes the CC, a golem loon combo. Rage goes down to help because those kill squad is going to get stalled out here on that golem. And then luckily, though, his Archer Queen, it was right there to take out the Infernal Tower, which is what was aiming for all those bowlers. A few survive, and then flanking in synergy fashion, that Baby Dragon just a little bit late, but it does create the funnel, keeping all the mass miners together towards high hit point storages, and that other Baby Dragon right here, the Baby Dragon, sorry, also took out another trash building, ensuring that his miners stay towards the gut of the core of the base, about high hit point storages as well as infernals, so that he can keep them under all heal at once as they're going in. How to use the Queen ability already. She is down and out of the picture now with just one heal left, but there's not enough point defense coming through here to stop the miners on this. So it was a really nice attack about how quickly he sent his miners to flank around the left side, and the use of the Baby Dragon to make sure that he maximized the group of his miners staying towards the core, taking down those high hit points that stalled them out, and then also making sure that he gets really good value for those heal placement on those miners. Really like that. Really am a fan of sending miners early on a boner attack on most. I guess it does depend on the base design, but when you send them early like this in flanking fashion, it's very synergy-like. There's usually a lot of good results from that. So great job, IUJImmy. And then let's move on down to number 18. We got Dwahrve doing a fresh hit, CB Lalo, or cold-blooded Lalo, and this was something beautiful. I mean, if you ever want to learn how to do a cold-blooded Lalo, watch this attack. This is where it's at. Golem poisoned down to greet the Max Queen, beats through the wall here, but he wants them to stall out right here while he gets the funnel created. And watch how these wizards then reroute to get this structure right here, because it's all uncovered. They stand just outside of that ring. No doubt that his I don't think he had no bowlers. No doubt that his queen and royals are going to jump in. They already got the enemy Archer Queen, but they're really aiming for that air defense, and they're going to get it and then some. And then when that is taken out of the picture, look what he has. Look at the pathing, starting from right here to there and there. No sweeper to fight as well. CC comes out as part of that first cold blood push. Poison to meet it. Really handedly, comfortably, and confidently entry on this was really smooth. Really enjoyed it. Uses the ability. He already did what they needed to. Now comes his starting with the max lava hound first, which is highly important. Taking two black Sams and still not busting. That is the value of sending your max lava hound first. Gets a bust and still has some of his lava pups that survive, cleaning up on the back end. Meanwhile, he's already reinforcing his Lalo heal, just working a counterclockwise fashion. Loons to follow the hounds. Rage is in the right spot. Haste is in the right spot, holding on to those three back end loons, and now he sees that he's okay as the last few hounds here go converge upon the last air defense, and so he can send those last loons that he had. But watch when all the defenses go down right about here. That is what you want. The loons are all in different places around high hit point storages as well. Yeah, he's got one of his 4 hounds unbusted, but he has more than enough pups on the back end that are already cleaning up. I mean, that was just a beautiful textbook cold blood Lalo. Really enjoyed that. Go to ×2 for cleanup. Nice job, Dwahrve. ×4, and then we're going to go down some more to DonJohn. Also a fresh hit. Queen Walk Hobo. I believe he starts on the right side. Yep, there it is. Watch the pathing that he does on his Queen Walk. Because the walk's not dead. You just have to be more careful. There's just more risk. You have to be careful about your pathing. The wizard down here, taking care of this camp, which is, I believe, a 7 tile space. Or is it 5 by 5? I could have sworn it's... Is it 5 by 5? It's 5 by 5. I stand corrected. I'm so sorry. 5 by 5 troops tile space. 4. Maybe it's 7. What the heck am I... One, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 by 5 tile space. Jesus Christ. Poison, the walk takes care of the royals, the BK there. But then a scary moment where it almost looks like she was going to keep walking south. But the camp and the Tesla pop actually magnetize her back towards the top where he originally wanted that walk to go. Golem to meet the queen as she goes upward, because she is fighting the sweeper, and mitigates the point defense as she comes around the bend. A little bit early on breaking, and he loses some wizards, and so that basically means this wizard tower stays up. But it's, you know, it's such a great plan. You can see that he just annihilates the core here, having bowlers behind some golems, and he's got healers in the picture still that are just elongating the life of that golem, and bowlers in the middle here. Rage goes down, they gut out the core, and then he starts sprinkling in some hogs and get the fuck out of here, you know? Like killing them softly, just sprinkle some crack on them and get the fuck out of here. So he sprinkles in the hogs on the right hand side as they're distracted. The only DGB threat right here, and it's a fresh hit, hits it from the side, so he sets them off one at a time, puts down the heal. I mean, it was just a thing of beauty. I really enjoyed that. Really mitigated a lot of threats to his plan here, and he has 2 unbroken golems, largely in part because he had those healers behind them, elongating their life. But still, I mean, it was just a beautiful attack. It was, as we go to ×2 here, really enjoyed that, especially the queen pathing that he chose to do on it. Go to ×4, nothing but cleanup, and I got a few more raids to show you. Nice job, DonJohn. There's the army comp, and then let's get out. Continue to move downward to number 21. We're going to show Ghosts, Fresh Hit, EQ, Gobolalo. We got 21. Okay. These were some awesome bases, by the way. Base building team at Above and Beyond. I remember we had a discussion like, hey, what happened? Our Town Hall 9s weren't out swinging like for the fences like we usually do. And that's not to say that, you know, there was a lot of off. I had an off war too, but I mean, some other heavy hitters out there. I'm not one of them, but some you guys that usually perform consistently well. Also, just, you know, people have an off war. But I also think something has to be said about these bases. I mean, there were some really good designs. So on both ends, both OneHive and Above and Beyond. Starts in here with his EQ Gobolalo. He's aiming for these 3 air defenses. He actually gets the 4th one as well. He already got one of the 3. They're going to go ahead and have access to the bottom right here as the pathing. They're going to naturally come downwards after they hit that last air defense. And he gets the queen. I mean, I believe he got more. He got more than he was actually aiming for. And sends his one. He has 2 hounds for this 1 air defense back here. Sends the hound already as they're getting distracted, and they start shooting on the queen. Actually, the queen survives because he sends it just at the right moment. And he did such a great job with this kill squad push on this. He didn't even need to use the 2nd hound. I mean, he swags out a hound. That's 30 troop space. That's insane. I mean, it could have hurt him because of cleanup, but given that his queen's still alive, he's got all these loons that are going to basically end on the same defensive structure here. But that's, I mean, that he could have been chasing the clock, but he didn't. I mean, swagging out 30 troop space was an excellent plan for this. This was an EQ Gobolalo was the picture perfect plan for this base. It really was. If any, and he had that 2nd hound for insurance just in case he needed it. He didn't, and he comfortably beat this base. He had a lot of time left on the clock. So nice job, Ghost. Let's move down for 2 more raids, and then I got to call it a night. We're going to go down to 25. Oh, I'm saving that for last. Let's go to 26. Rahi. Going beast mode with a mass baby dragon. He's going to do a zap quake baby dragon. So he's going to zap quake through one of the 4 air defenses. And seeing how these these sweepers are both facing the kind of same direction, leaving this whole back end open where the queen is at too. He's going to zap the one by the queen. Send his kill squad of a gobo, basically golems and bowlers. With a miniature AQ walk, I believe it's bowlers in the CC. It's gotta be. It's got to be. And if no, maybe it's not. We'll see in just a second here. I'm sorry. There's a lot of replays I've been watching. Gets a nice little walk here going on. Gets about 3 or 4 defenses before he sends his main baby dragon push. Poisons down the CC encounter. There's the golem. We'll poison that up. I'm sorry, speed that up here. Has to use the ability because he wants that rage. There it is. Yep, bowlers in the CC. He wants the rage for the bowlers. Gets the pathing on this was just spectacular. Erasing all this right-hand side trash building, and then the angle that he put his jump was just freaking spot on. They're going to get the 3 remaining air defenses. So then he has 10 baby dragons and no air defense to contend. He's already started his baby dragons around the edges. I got to zoom out so you guys see how he does that. I did a video that that mathematically proves why baby dragons are so underrated offensively. I mean, they're 10 troop space for one. And when they're not enraged, it's not a question. But when they are enraged, they actually do. Basically, the math is on the video that if you have 2 baby dragons, same troop space as a mature dragon, and they're enraged, you do. They get combined 100 more hit points for the same troop space. Plus, they do 256 or something like that more damage per second, and I don't mean per attack. Because a dragon will do 300 damage per attack. Over the course of time, that equates to 200 damage per second. For baby dragons, not only do they get their... that's just a thing of beauty. Not only is their damage doubled, but the rate of attack is also increased. So it's faster. And that's the reason, I think, a fact that most people overlook. Really nice baby dragon attack. Really well executed, Rahi. Nice job. For the last one, I got something special for you guys. This is by far my favorite attack of the entire war. And it's Rage doing a... Rahi was a cleanup, by the way. Rage is doing a cleanup, queen walk, lonian attack. And so what he's going to do, he's going to enter right down here with a queen walk. He's got minions around the outside to take care of that trash. He's going to enter here and get this air defense and that air defense and these sweepers. And then Lalo this direction here with the ADs. But that rage that he brings is all for his queen charge or queen walk, however you want to talk about, however you want to call it. I believe it was 4 healers. I mean, it takes some serious planning and guts because you are asking a lot from your walk. Brings wall breakers to get into this compartment right here too, rather than investing on a jump, which is just another added layer of difficulty about how impressive this raid really was. They get picked off right there, but now that his queen is taking all the point defense, he can comfortably send the last of these wall breakers. I'd be so scared to get a wall breaker fail. Poisons the CC. This little guy right here is the hero of the story. He creates part of the funnel to make sure that his queen heads back inward to this gut area, and she's going to get also the archer queen as well. He already took care of 1 air defense. He took care of both royals and the CC. He's about to take care of both royals, and he's going to use both rages to do it. This is just insane. I haven't seen an attack like this in a long time. It reminded me of farming attacks with lonian. You know what I mean? Because that's essentially what he's doing. He's going to do a queen walk with a lonian at the end. I mean, wow. They're under rage. She's going to stall out right here, and he realizes that he's running out of time. By the way, he was chasing the clock. This literally came down to the last 2 seconds on the clock, if I'm not mistaken. So he really has 1 minute and 3 seconds left when he starts this lonian attack. If I'm nitpicking, he should have sent his max hound first, kind of going back to what we saw on the earlier attack of dwarfs. But now, so that level 2 hound didn't make it very long. Sends the max hound, adjusts on the fly. He's a little bit rattled. No disrespect to that. I remember him saying in chat, he's like, man, my level 2 hound did not last at all. But sends in the haste at the right moments. The queen breaks through and gives a break to these loons here by taking care of that last air defense. And he's already sprinkling in with that. Look at that top part there of his BK, almost acting like a miniature back-end tank and cleanup at the same time. And then he's just got a crap ton of minions to clean up. And, you know, just one mine, and a lot of them are gone. They're really fragile. But that's great planning on him to know where all the air mines were. I mean, this really came down to less than 2 seconds left. It was something. I mean, in the chat, right about at this moment, we usually do this, the patent, right? Woo! Right? That's not what happened after we saw this attack. What we saw, what I saw in the chat was silence. And me going, wow. Another person going, OMG. Like, it was stunned. So really sexy attack. Nice one, Rage. Great job to everybody at OneHive, both on the Town Hall 10 generals, the base building team, and then everybody just doing their part as a group. That's Brutus reminding you, you got to be better than a double. I will check you next time.